get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing 5, 10, gonna do it right and do it again, yeah. I look into the sky with all its beautiful color, but there's more than just for me, so gonna share it with another. I got to show, to give, let out. I want to sing and shout, take a look and see a beautiful morning.
Been in here and people are roaring with laughter, so.
It's a dirty show, though.
Well, it's clean dirt.
You have here the best of the best.
Yes.
So we have many celebrity here. The Harley Madison come over here, and the Usher come over here many often, and the Paris Hilton come here.
Boy, I'm dating myself, but it's okay. Nobody else will.
Oh. That's so Vegas.
As a mother, you don't want to have to worry about this bill is coming, but then she needs this chemo. That's a decision you shouldn't have to make.
At St. Jude, a family never sees a bill at all, not one bill. It's like the world has been lifted off of your shoulders.
The treatment doesn't get any better than what you receive at St. Jude. It saved my life. It saved my daughter's life. It saved our family.
Welcome to That's So Vegas. I'm your host, Christina Keller, here in the fabulous Las Vegas Arts District. I always say that because it is fabulous, and I know that the studio looks a little bit crowded here today, but it's for a good reason. I'd like to introduce two very talented musicians here in Las Vegas, and you'll probably recognize at least one of them, the family-owned Southern Nevada Music, Denise Wunderlich.
Thank you.
And next to her is a very talented and gorgeous Dr. Spencer Baker with Green Valley Presbyterian Church.
Thank you.
I'm thrilled to have you here because it's Christmas.
Yeah, we're thrilled to be here. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. And I know that you have a couple of, well, we have a Christmas carol coming up. And Denise, you're going to sing that, and you're accompanied by Dr. Baker. And then you have a couple selections that you wanted to play for us.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I just love this. It totally makes it Christmas for me, favorite time of year. So for our viewers who aren't familiar with either one of you, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? I know that you're in charge of the ministry, the music ministry at Green Valley.
Yeah, I'm over in Henderson at Green Valley Presbyterian Church, and I've been there. This is my 6th year there.
Wow.
I also teach a little bit at UNLV for piano, and I finished my doctorate there.
Nice.
So, but I've been in Vegas about 21 years, so this is really my hometown now.
So what is your doctorate in, and do you have a doctorate in theology, or is music your ministry, or explain that a little bit?
My doctorate's actually in music, in musical arts, and it's with an emphasis in piano performance. But I've been working in the church all my life, basically. So that's how I got into this position that I'm in now.
Well, I think the church is so lucky. I've seen you in other venues, even in private homes, and you're always amazing.
Thank you.
And the joy flows from your head through your heart into your fingers. As viewers will see, they have to stick around because each segment today we're going to have a little bit of music and some Christmas cheer. So Denise, everybody knows about Southern Nevada Music. They've been in town for 30-some years now.
Right.
And I understand that you were employed there, and then you and your sister bought the business.
That's right. So my sister and I have had it 36 years, but it's been around 60 years. So we've been serving Las Vegas for a long time.
Boy.
With music, yeah. And I joined Spencer about 2 years ago at Green Valley Presbyterian Church. And so I'm in the choir with him, and I sing a lot with him. He's a blast to work with.
I can imagine. Easy on the eye, too. That doesn't hurt at all. So you're a soprano.
Right.
And do you play any instruments, or have you concentrated solely on the vocals?
I'm pianist also.
Oh, well,
yeah,
of course.
And I teach piano and voice
I guess
also.
if you've got music in your soul, you got music in your soul.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. You're going to sing a song today, kind of an interesting song, actually. People probably will think of O Come All You Faithful, or is
That's
it?
right. It was inspired by O Come All You Faithful.
And it's an Italian opera song, pretty much.
It's a classic, right?
A classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It was written in 1917 and has survived all this time as one of the major Christmas songs.
Gesù Bambino,
Right.
which means the baby Jesus, I would
Right.
presume.
Right.
There, oh, I guess I know a little Latin. Now, are you performing this? Is there an event coming up at the church that...
Yes, definitely. We have a great event coming up on Christmas Eve.
Ooh.
Is our candlelight service with the Chancel Choir. And Denise will be singing this there with harp. We have actually 3 harps for Christmas Eve. And bells and organ and Chancel Choir. It's a wonderful service.
Oh, I bet it's packed, though. How do you get in? Do you have valet parking?
Well, you
or
have to
anything?
come early.
That's so
yes.
Vegas. Do you have valet parking? Just come early?
Just come early.
What if I say I know you?
That might help.
We'll talk about that. This song is, you're going to sing again, and Spencer's going to play. And it's about 4 minutes long, so the audience or our viewers are going to get a good idea of your range and everything. So why don't we just bring out a nice microphone here to amplify your voice, and let's get to it.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Was born the child, the Christmas rose.
Well, hey there. Welcome to That's So Vegas. This is our new studio in the famous Las Vegas Arts District, downtown Las Vegas. We're here to rock your world. And I was going to ask you how it felt to be breaking good here at the Bellagio for the National Center.
What you did.
Your last CD was My Secret Life. I wanted to ask you what your secrets were. Tune in and turn on with us in downtown Las Vegas. This is where the action is, and that's So Vegas. Welcome back to That's So Vegas. I'm Christine, and I hope all of you enjoyed that fabulous rendition of Hey Sue Bambino as much as I did. And sitting right here, I had goosebumps and tears in my eyes. Seriously, I want to thank you both. It was just wonderful. And we do have a couple more songs coming up. Silent Night at the end of this particular segment, and then a surprise in the last segment of the show. So, Dr. Spencer Baker, and I always like throwing the doctor out there because you have a doctorate and you earned it in music. Tell us a little bit about your music ministry at Green Valley Presbyterian and how you got into that and how important it is to the church to have that music there.
Sure. Yeah, I run a choir program there, and we have 3 choirs, and
that's a lot.
Yeah, we do a big choir, which is really the GVPC Valley Chorus, and we just finished Messiah last week with orchestra, and members of the Philharmonic were our orchestra, and wonderful soloists, and Denise has been a soloist last year, so we got to know her better through that.
Wonderful.
And we have our regular chancel choir that meets every week. We are a choir that sings 36 weeks of the year, which is wonderful to have a big choral tradition there in Las Vegas. It's not that many churches that still do that. And then we have our youth choir, too.
Oh, and a youth choir.
Yeah.
Can we go on the website and figure out, do they have a schedule of when the choirs are singing? Or
Definitely. Okay. We have our website is www.greenvalleypress.com, and that's up to date weekly. Sermons are there, music videos are there, and all the schedule of services and lovely photos for all of our music activities.
So how do you select, say, a soprano? Because you're in charge of the whole...
I am in charge, yes.
Now that we bring that up. Do you audition is what I'm wondering.
Yes, we do audition our soloists and resident artists. All of our choirs are non-auditioned. So if you're a member and you want to just come sing, yes, come join us. We will help you. But the soloists, I work with a lot of singers. I work with a program in Italy in the summers, and I work around town a lot. So I knew a lot of soloists, and I kind of figure out who's good for each thing and hopefully ask them, and they'll come and do it. And we have great resources that way in the way of networking.
And music is so important. I mean, ancient times on, and wasn't it Shakespeare? But maybe it wasn't him, but music hath the power to soothe. It wasn't Shakespeare actually, but soothe his savage breast or whatever. But I think it's a good way to pull people together, and have some joy, while they're being chastised for their sins. We should all go to church, especially this time of the year. And I know you have a wonderful Christmas program coming up. So.
We do, yeah, and that actually starts at 10:30 with our harps. 3 harps, wonderful players from University of Ottawa, and also locally here with the Philharmonic, and also connected to that with Southern Nevada Music.
Boy, you guys have tentacles.
With
Denise.
With our harps and lovely program there.
So Denise, you teach as well, on top of being just a world-class soprano.
I do teach. I teach piano and voice, but in Southern Nevada Music, in our studios, we have 300 kids, and we teach mostly keyboard, but also flute, guitar, violin, and some other instruments. So we have a lot of kids doing a lot of fun things. And then when they perform, we have a concert hall, and that has our Steinway 9-foot concert piano in it. So they get to perform on the piano that they would actually be using worldwide the most, and it's quite a thrill for them.
And you got an award from Steinway, didn't you, during the recession?
Oh, I was silly. I wrote words to about how awful the recession
was.
And it was. And because all the lines of credit in banks had you know, it pretty much stopped around the country, right? So I wrote this silly words to Steinway, to the 4 men that were in charge of Steinway, and about why they should help me, and so they did, to the tune of $700,000 on the line of credit.
Wow.
So writing music, it could be a very good thing.
Yeah, that could be a really good thing, but as expensive as Steinways are, you could also blow through it, you know, probably. Right. Do you have children of your own?
I do. I have 3.
And they're musically gifted as well?
They are musically gifted. Each played 2 instruments, and when they
the harpists are your
the daughter at Christmas Eve and my niece, the two of the 3 are related to me. Yes, right. So all of them played all 6 instruments between the 3 of them. And when they could learn music and play, and didn't need me anymore, that's when I got other kids that did need me. That's when I started teaching.
300 of them. How young is the youngest? How small?
5.
Oh, so is that about the average age for students, or do you get them younger?
You can start at 3.
Yeah, you can start at 3. It depends on the kid.
Oh, I guess it would, right, if they have talent or not. But anybody could probably learn the mechanics of it, but then you have to be like Spencer here and be really gifted to be able to play. And I know he's going to play an original composition he did of Rhapsody in Blue before we end the half hour here. So I want to thank you now, but we're going to go into Silent Night, and then we're going to come back and do a little Rhapsody in Blue. So don't go away. Here we go.
It's pretty amazing when you consider that 7 years ago, we didn't have the treatments we have now. We cure 80% of children with cancer. If you think about that, I mean, go back 50 years, we were curing 20 to 30%. This is the miracle story of modern medicine. We understand what makes this cancer tick. And of course, without donors from around the world, this just couldn't happen. There's one thing we're focused on here at St. Jude, and that's beating this thing.
I'm Christine McKellar with this week's latest Vegas entertainment updates. A truly smashing hit is the cocktail cabaret at Cleopatra's Barge at Caesar's Palace. Each night at 5:30, some of the greatest performers in Las Vegas are there on stage. It's the first show on the Strip, created and produced by musical team Keith Thompson, known for the Jersey Boys, Idaho the Comedy Musical, and the Composers Showcase at the Smith Center, and brilliant pianist Philip Fortenberry, who has multiple Broadway credits and was the Liberace hand and body double in HBO's Behind the Candelabra. Findlay Cadillac's 9th annual Toys for Tots concert benefit at Westgate was a delightful evening of comedy and music, featuring comedians Larry Windsor, Murray Sawchuk, with performances by some of Las Vegas' top musical talent. The outstanding musical score throughout was directed by David Parlico and his Pop Strings Orchestra. The hit Fire Show from Asia, Inferno, will open at the Paris Theater on January 24, 2018. The show features a dazzling display of pyrotechnics, fire stunts, and illusions. Las Vegas' newest magic show, boy, we have a ton of magic going on, is Masters of Illusion, opened at Bally's in the Jubilee Theater. 5 magicians, Jason Bird, Farrell Dillon, Greg Gleason, Chris Randall, and Tommy Wind, share the stage with sleight of hand and big illusions with people, cages, and even a grand piano floating in midair. An indoor monster-themed glow-in-the-dark 18-hole miniature golf course is open now at Bally's. Called the Twilight Zone by Monster Mini Golf, visitors play amid custom and animated props at every turn. Pricing is $11.95 and $9.95 for locals. Here's some Christmas quick tips for kids. Always a seasonal must-see, Nevada Ballet Theater's holiday classic production of The Nutcracker runs through December 24th in Reynolds Hall at the Smith Center. The Mob Museum is hosting a first-ever family holiday experience on Saturday, December 23rd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. with free admission for children 10 and younger. Kids 12 and younger can ride the High Roller Observation Wheel for free December 16th through the 30th. On December 24th and 25th, the wheel's lights will be illuminated in festive colors of red, white, and green. For more updates, new shows and events, and ticket info, visit VegasOnlyEntertainment.com. I'm Christine McKellar, and that's So Vegas.
1, 2, 3, 4, get my shoes and out the door. 5, I'm alive. 6, 7, 8, feeling great. 9, gonna shine, life is good. I'm doing 5, 10, gonna do it right and do it again.